So first coming to the definition, what is adverse event? So adverse event is defined as any adverse change in health or side effect. So when we talk about a layman language, so a layman will say that I have a side effect. I have maybe an allergy. Sometimes people also call it simply as allergy. Okay. So any adverse event would be anything which is undesirable, which is not kind of expected after receiving that particular treatment. Okay. So any adverse change in health or a side effect that occurs while the patient is receiving the treatment. So here we are talking about any effect, any side effect which is happening to a subject when they are a part of the clinical trial and they are receiving any treatment, the treatment pertaining to the investigational product. It can also be defined as any untoward medical occurrence in a patient or clinical investigation subject uh, who has been administered with a pharmaceutical product or a drug delivery system and that does not necessarily have a causal relationship with this treatment. So this line is very important because there is a difference between adverse event and adverse drug reaction. Okay, in again a layman language, both of them is referred as side effects. Okay, but there is a major difference between both of them, that adverse event will not necessarily have a relationship with this treatment, which means um, the side effect may be due to the investigational product, may be due to the treatment, or it may not be due to the treatment. That is the reason why we are calling it as an adverse event. Okay. Maybe the event is happening due to some other reason, or it is happening due to the subject underlying medical condition. Okay. Or it is happening due to the medical history, or maybe simply the patient, for example, reports that they have had a vomiting. That could be because of food poisoning, right? So it necessarily does not have a causal relationship with the treatment. However, the adverse drug reaction. So adverse drug reactions are also undesirable reactions which are related to any of the dose of the drug, but a major difference between adverse event and adverse drug reaction is adverse drug reaction will always have a causal relationship with the drug or the treatment procedure, which means the event happened because of the investigational product or because of the treatment procedure which was administered to the subject. So as per the definition, you can see it is mentioned as any undesirable reaction related to any of the dose of the drug that is related to the drug or the treatment procedure. Then we talk about serious adverse reaction. So serious adverse reactions uh, are those reactions which we know has been categorized, which has six criteria, and any of these reactions